welcome to Abide TV, and this week I want to talk about something that we started talking about this week on Abide Radio, and that is church, and the nature of church, and what it should be, and why it's important to us. And what I want to focus on today is the element of our fellowship together, because it occurs to me that we can go to the same church as somebody else for months and even years and still not really know that person very well. You know, you're in the same building every Sunday at the same time, but you never quite feel that connection that you think you should have as two Christians who go to the same church. And I think we have that disconnect because we're missing one of the most important pieces of fellowship. Now, I can look back over, let's say, almost 23 years now as a Christian, and the people that I've known in those 23 years, there's some of them, obviously, I've gotten to know very well, and some of them I've not gotten to know all that well. And I think there's a common denominator between the people that I got to know well and the people I didn't get to know well. The people I didn't get to know well were people who just happened to be at the same place and the same time. People that were in the worship service the same time that I was, even though we greeted each other and said hi and talked about family, and people that were at potlucks with me. But the people that I've gotten close to as a believer have been the people that I have served with in some capacity. Now, that could be whether you're on the streets together sharing the gospel, that could be you're in a Bible study every week together, but you're doing something together. It's not just being together that's important, but doing something together. I think that makes a huge difference in terms of our fellowship. Now, think about when was the last time you were on a retreat, whether a men's retreat, a women's retreat, and you were put into small groups. Okay, I think about one of my best friends in life right now who was someone that before a men's retreat, I knew a little bit, but not that well. And we were on a men's retreat together and we're in a small group together for that weekend and came out of it best of friends and a bond and a friendship that exists to this day. And I think about over a year ago as I went to the Ambassadors Academy. And just having that experience of serving together, I found brothers in Christ that to this day have a very special place in my heart. Now, we didn't spend a lot of time together, but what was it that linked us? It was doing something for Christ together. So if you are at a church where you feel disconnected or you feel like you just don't have close Christian friends, I would encourage you start doing something with them. Serve together, do a ministry with them, have a Bible study with them, have a prayer meeting with them, do something regularly together, and that joint service, kind of like when you're in the military, and those who are in the military and they serve on the field with someone else, there is a brotherhood that develops because they were out on the battlefield together. And so get on the battlefield with another believer through a prayer meeting, a Bible study, a ministry together, and there will be a bond and a connection that develops that would not have happened just through going to potlucks together. So hopefully that was helpful and encouraging and challenging to us. Please join us next week for another episode, Lord willing, and until then, abide in Christ.